Okay, I wanted to do a quick video for you guys and go through 10 of the top selling titles right now. And of course, this list is always changing because it's based off of what's currently selling the best. So this is accurate as of this morning. I pulled the list, and if you have any questions, just let me know. So I'm going to jump right in. The first one is All Better, and this has been the #1 top selling title since I was introduced to Usborne books, and that's now been since 2016. So I would imagine this one is always going to remain a top seller and probably not move from the list. This one is about these little animals over here that get boo-boos, and you use these little vinyl bandages to stick on all of the animals. There's a corresponding bandage with each animal. So there's the puppy. These are a harder little vinyl, so you can rinse them off in water if they get like carpet fibers or hair or anything funky on them that cause them not to stick very well. So there's, like I said, there's one bandage for each of the characters in the book, and you wash the boo-boo, you kiss it, and put a bandage on it and say All Better. The recommended age for this one is 3 to 5. I can tell you we started reading this one at home when Lucy was like 1.5, and it's been a hit since. So I don't know that you necessarily have to wait until 1.5 on this. This one will sell out quickly. It usually always does this time of year. So if this is something you guys want for the holidays, I would recommend jumping on this one sooner than later. Okay, the second top selling title is in the Shine a Light series. This one is called The Human Body. And the cool thing about these books is that you use any old flashlight and you shine it behind every page. So every page there's something hidden. There's a hidden image to reveal. So on this one, okay, here's my flashlight. Bear with me just a second. Okay, you shine it behind. I hope this... Okay, you shine it behind, there you can kind of see it. You shine it behind the page and you reveal the fetus inside the mommy's belly here. And like I said, every page goes on like this. This is really hard to kind of hold. So in here you can see the little boy's skeletal system. You don't need any type of fancy flashlight. The flashlight does not come with the book, so make sure you pick up a cheapy one from like the dollar store, something that nobody can get hurt on. You certainly do not need like this military grade Phoenix flashlight. It was just the first one I could find. So if you are going to grab a Shine a Light book, make sure you grab a flashlight because it does not come with the book. Okay. Next is Nibbles. This is the #3 top selling title. It's a storybook of this little monster called Nibbles, this guy here, that nibbles his way through 3 fairy tales that are inside the book. It's cute because there's dimension to the book. As you can see, there's like little flaps, and this little guy truly does nibble his way through. So there's one hole. Nibble his way through these different stories. There's some more holes up there where he nibbled his way through. There's different size pages in here, so it just gives the book a little bit of dimension and depth, I guess. It's very colorful and bright. I love it. At the end of the book, you're essentially looking for Nibbles. Well, you think you've put him in his crate and he's safe, only to find out that he actually escaped through the back of the book. And yes, there's actually a hole in the back of the book. So this is super cute. It's recommended for ages, I think 4 to 8. And I just don't think that that's necessarily true. We've been reading this one for a really long time also, and it's been a hit. There's also this little plush guy that you can purchase separately to hide in the room, and you can find him as soon as you finish reading the story, and it's actually quite cute. So he escapes out of the back of the book, and then your kids go and find this little plush. It makes a cute gift for a birthday or whatever. Next is That's Not My Unicorn. This was the 50th anniversary book in the That's Not My collection. These come with all these lovely little sensory touchy-feely patches. This one has all sorts of like holographic features because it was a 50th anniversary edition book. There's a little mouse here to spot on every page, and of course the touchy-feely patches on every page. Everything is super high contrast for little people eyes, and they're awesome. There's so many different animals and things in this series, so I recommend checking these out for a baby if you have a baby you need to shop for. Let's see. Next one is Animal Noises. I'm not sure that I understand this one being on the top seller list, but that's okay. We're going to roll with it. This is I would call this a budget book. It's $4.99. It's definitely for babies, so 9 months plus is what I was reading online. It introduces babies and infants, toddlers to animal noises and animal sounds. There's animal pictures. There you go. And then you get the sounds that correspond. It's cute. It's just a cardboard book. It's thick. I wouldn't say that it's like gonna withstand chewing and slobbering. Here you can, I mean, it's kind of bendy. It's a $4.99 book. So it's a cute maybe car book or stroller book to keep in the stroller, not something that you're gonna like keep treasured on a shelf somewhere. But good for $4.99. Okay, next is another Shine a Light book. This one is Secrets of the Seashore. This is the #6 top-selling title currently. And same effect as Human Body. You take your flashlight and shine it behind the page to reveal, ooh, here we go, hidden images. So on this one you can see there's fish and a starfish and some other lovely little things here in the water. There's some splashes up there. Shine a Light is super cool, and there's so many different titles in this series also. I think one of the other top selling titles that I'm actually not going to go through is Dinosaurs, Shine a Light Dinosaurs, simply because I don't have it, but I also don't want to showcase 3 of the same type of book in this video. So that's actually into the next one. The #7 top selling title is Shine a Light Dinosaurs. I don't have it. Use your imagination. It was just released in the spring, I believe. So it's brand new. And it's the #7 top selling title. Okay, moving on. #8 is Going to the Dentist. I don't have the full version. I only have the mini version. So it's like kind of the size of my hand here. These are good information books. They introduce children, so I'd say toddlers, probably 3+, to new experiences that they may have going on in their life. So there's going to the dentist, going to school, the new baby, going to the doctor. And they are helpful. There's a lot of information. They're packed with all kinds of good info. And they're kind of a dual reader. So what that means is up here, it kind of gives you an overview of what that page is that maybe a smaller child would be able to read up here. And then you can kind of fill in with the verbiage down here. There's that. Okay, next moving on to #9 is Lift the Flap, Very First Questions and Answers. What is poop? This is supposed to be intended for preschool age children. It's a picture book approach to introducing children to bodily functions while essentially eliminating the shame that may go along with it. The illustrations are incredibly cute. As you can see, there's flaps to lift. The flaps are thick, so you don't have to worry about those getting ruined. Of course, if they rip them off, they're going to be ruined, but even then you can kind of tape them on until it's time to use the 50% replacement policy. The pages are super thick in this, so they're definitely for smaller people. There's several flaps on every page, and it goes through poop and who poops and where it goes and how it's processed after you poop and what's done with it. Essentially everybody poops, and it's okay. The very last one, and this is the #10 top selling title. I say ooh, you say ah. This was a fairly new release. I want to say in the spring or maybe last fall, or maybe it's just super new to us. It's incredibly interactive, and it has verbal and visual cues to keep your child engaged. So it says it's recommended for ages 4 to 9. Lucy and I were playing with this one the other day. She's 2.5, and she got it and she understood and she played along, but I wouldn't say that it clicked instantly. So by the end of the book, she started to understand the cues. So for example, what I mean by that, it says, as soon as you open, there's something very simple that I need you to remember. When I say oh, you say ah as loudly as you can. Are you ready? So as you go through this, oh, I can't hear you. Oh, one more time, even louder. Oh, so every time you say oh, they're supposed to reply back, ah. Now, if you see the color red, pat your head. So anytime in the storybook there's something red, so there's a red page, there's red ants, they pat their head. Then anytime, oops, I lost my page. Okay, one more thing. Anytime you see an ant, you have to say underpants. So there's patting heads, there's ooh and ahs, and there's underpants. It's super cute. It's very interactive. I think it's a cute little story to keep a little person sitting still. Lucy doesn't sit still to save her life, so this was actually fun to do with her. That goes through the top 10 titles that are currently best-selling. If you have any questions or need help picking anything, please let me know, and I'm more than happy to help in any way that I can. As you can see behind me, I have a good amount of, I'm going to try and move over. I have a good amount of Usborne books up here in our playroom. So if there is something that you guys would like to see please let me know. It might be something that we have in our library and I can flip through, or if not, I can try and find a YouTube video so that you can see inside what you're considering purchasing. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it helped, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. Okay, bye-bye.